Presenter on our TV screens. You may recognise his voice from Virgin Radio's Drivetime Show, or his face from ITV's The Extra Factor. The Red Bull Soapbox. That's a programme, is it? The Red Bull Soapbox Race. What is that, man?
The Red Bull Soapbox Race. There are 3 shows I've been fired from. Let's just move on.
Okay, great. So if you'd like to bookmark this evening, he's a model of professionalism. And he's also going on Celebrity Haunted Mansion. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Matt Richardson!
Yeah! How am I meant to follow a man swallowing needles and Bella talking about pre-cum? I mean, I'll tell you how I'm going to follow them. I'm cheaper than both of them for your event. I'll undercut the cunts. Let's do it. Look it. Catch me in January, I'll do it for 300 quid. Let's do this. It's good to be. My name's Matt, thanks for having me. I am 33, I live with my girlfriend, cheers. We just bought our first house together, very exciting, thanks very much, cheers. Took us ages to save up for a mortgage, because sadly all of our grandparents are still alive. Do you know what I mean? Yes, sorry, I should explain to Felix, a mortgage is what poor people... Who actually dad's a farmer, he's got, it's more than 3 million there. Absolutely balanced, mate. Absolutely we have to have this here because Felix, this is the furthest into central London he's ever been. If it's not Fulham, it might as well be Clapton. Yeah. So it's lovely to be here at White City House, one of the Soho houses, or as I like to call it, Wetherspoons for cunts. Just put our first house together, yeah. You get to that point, don't you, in your mid-20s with your grandparents, you know, you sort of start looking at them going, yeah, that is enough day trips, let's get this thing fucking moving, shall we, No, put the £5 away, I need a fucking house. That's not enough money anymore! I can't lie, every time there was a new variant of COVID, I thought, ka-ching, you know, let's do it. We tried everything we could as well to save up money. We moved back in with my parents for a little while. God, that lasted 2 weeks because we came home one day and we heard my parents having sex, which is grim. That's never a nice moment in anyone's life, is it? That's pretty awful. But it didn't really bother me that much. Well, till the third voice kicked in. I did that joke recently at a gig in my hometown. My mum and dad were in the audience, right? I stood on stage and went, oh, till the third voice kicked in. My dad stood up in front of everyone and went, that's me he's talking about, what a legend. Was the point I told him that none of the voices were his. You do get heckled at gigs, you know. I've done plenty of corporates in my time, but I'm very experienced. Owner Tux, 2.5 to 5k. Thank you very much. That's the bracket I'm in. It's hard because you start out, you know, with your friends. You're all in comedy open spots. You're like, what corporate bracket are you going to be in? Fingers crossed for 2.5 to 5. You know. I started out with a man called Ramesh Ranganathan, 25k plus. Fuck that guy. You know. I spent the first half of this year supporting him on tour. It is with Reality Check, you know. I'm here performing for you lot, and he has just bought his 3rd Aston Martin, you know. It's wild. Do you know which one's his as well? It's got a wonky headlight. Now, that's right. I love how you can afford it for your dues. Lovely. You get heckled at gigs. I was doing a corporate recently, one of the best heckles I've ever had. I was on stage at this gig, the Recycling Awards. Thanks very much. They do reuse me every year. No, don't corporate banter. That's fine. Too late, it's too late, mate. It's too late. Unbelievable, right? I was on stage at this gig, right, and I told the audience there that I'm half Welsh, right? Because I'm half Welsh. I said this to the crowd, and I'm at the back of the room with no hesitation, just went, ho-ho! Sheep shagger! No, I'm only half Welsh. And he went, fine then, you wank off over knitwear. Absolutely so. You even fucking posh clap. A rich clap before. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah. Only working until the truss kicks in. I love that your colleagues buy gilets just to try and be as posh as you. It's phenomenal work over here. Well done, you, sir. I'm having more fun than some of you. I couldn't care less. If you want to enjoy this, pay me. That's what you need to do, and I'll fucking deliver. Weird gigs we do this. The weirdest heckle I've ever had, I was on stage at a gig a couple of years ago. As I was on stage, the weirdest moment of my comedy career, I was on stage at a gig in Covent Garden. A man threw, as a heckle, his prosthetic arm at me. which is not a moment you're prepared for as a comedian. Right? I'm on stage, I'm doing a little jokes, it flew out the audience, hit the back wall, fell to the floor. And I was angry, someone had thrown something at me, right? So I pick it up, I look at it, I don't know it's a prosthetic arm, I've never seen one. I look at it and I assume it's a very advanced dildo, right? And I look at it and I went, who threw this? And the owner was sat in the middle of the room, he looked at me and he went, I did. And I went, there we go, I'm getting cancelled, this isn't good. So I'm trying to be as polite as possible. I went, hello sir, lovely to meet you. Can I just ask quickly why you threw your prosthetic arm at me? He went, yeah mate, you can. I don't think you're very good. And I went, okay. And he went, and it looked like you needed a hand. Which is such a... Oh, that's not fair. You can't be offended by that, you'll have to pre-cum, fuck you. Can't pick and choose. It got even weirder. He was so drunk he forgot to take his arm home at the end of the gig. So I now own a prosthetic arm. I'm building an audience member in my house. Hell, would you like to call them? Staff.